Hello, Block of the Monthers. Welcome to month 2. I'm really excited. Feedback from the last one from Mummy Newman was very funny. She said that I should do styling. So this is my styling, and this is the quilts. I made my bed and everything. I'm very excited. Making my bed is not a thing I tend to do because I figure I'm going to get back in it at the end of the day. But, you know, it might change in the future. Anyway, sewing. So this month we are doing the square borders and you've got 4 little star things in the corner. So what I'm going to show you is how I did those star things because they are a combination of piecing and applique. So, and for the border as well, you're going to use this technique. So I thought I'd start there. It will be a shorter video than last time, which is cool. And yeah, let's get going. Alrighty, so here you have my very trusty design mat, which I couldn't do without. I don't think I used it last time, which is very naughty of me. So in your packs this month, you will get another little bit of template plastic that will not look like this because it hasn't been cut yet. But in the pattern, I have put a special extra line on the paper, so you know that the solid line is the one that you're cutting your template shape out to, and then the dotted line is the representation of where you're going to cut your fabric. There were a couple of questions about that last time, so I wanted to remove all confusion about seam allowance, and hopefully I have achieved that. So in your corners, we are using a technique called fussy cutting, which basically means you're using a very specific bit of fabric to create a shape. So example, you have your flowers, and what you want with your little diamond shape is to get that flower right in the middle. Now, as I said before, we're going to be using a combination of piecing and applique. So you're going to need a line on both sides of the fabric in order to achieve this. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we fussy cut the right bit first. So we're making sure we're getting that flower. So you place your template over your flower and you use your very fabulous sew line or bow and pencil. I have both in my kit and I never know which one I'm going to pick up. But both are fabulous. So there is your shape. Now I'm using my tiny ruler that I keep in my sewing kit to give me my 1-inch cutting line. Obviously this is why we love acrylic templates for things, because they come with both lines already there. But it's really important you do get a proper 1/4 inch seam for this one, because it's going to help you make sure that you get your template in the right place when you draw the line on the reverse. So I'm going to quickly cut that out along the outer line. And there we go. So you can see you have your little flower with your line and a 1/4 inch seam cut. So then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it across and we'll draw those 1/4 inch seams again. And there you have it. And your little diamond should fit right in there. Look at that, perfect, wonderful. So there you have it. That piece now is all ready to sew. So you want 2 of these in this colored flower, and then you want 2 in your pink. All right, so I've done a bit of a, here's one I prepared earlier, kind of job for you. So I have hand pieced these together as you would any other kind of block. Now, tips and tricks, make sure that your seams are all free. You don't want to be sewing any of your seams down. Now, because we are also appliquing this down, you'll see I've got my lovely lines on this side and also on this side. So this will be the line you use for your applique. We want to make sure that there's not a lot of bulk when we applique this down onto your background fabric. So what we want to do is make sure that all of your seams are what we call locked. Now I use this trusty Violet Craft roller. It's basically an iron on the go. It's amazing. The lovely Tanya from Cotton Rose gave me this at Clunes a couple of years ago, and I had never seen one before in my life, and I didn't believe it worked, and then I used it and it's brilliant, and I take it on the plane, and honestly you'll never need an iron again. So basically you just flatten it out, it's all you need, flip it over, flatten it out, and all your bulk is gone, and it's ironed and flat and lovely. I do have these on the website if you want, in the little bomb kit. They're brilliant. So your underside should look like that. That means you've got the least amount of seam in each possible place, so you won't create bulk. Then it is time to get your background fabric and applique this down using the same techniques as I showed you last week. Do make sure that you have your points this way, so the square will be here for you. So yes, that is your month 2 tutorial, like I said, much shorter. And I am looking forward to month 3. I don't know which bit of the quilt is going to be coming your way yet, because I'm waiting on a couple of fabric deliveries, and the one that comes in first wins. So stay tuned. I've got about 3 weeks to figure it out, and then I'll have to hustle. And until then, I will see you in the shop or online. DM me if you have any questions. And yes, happy sewing. Bye.